Alan, time to talk Minecraft, a movie that nobody asked for. We've seen the rise of the video game to movie adaptation. The Sonic series has been very popular. Super Mario Brothers was a colossal hit, and it's been announced there will be a Super Mario Brother Part 2 next year. Now Minecraft. Now Minecraft is a different kind of game. I have never played it. I downloaded it, was like, this game feels like work. I don't know what the story of Minecraft is, but doesn't need to be a movie. Let me just say that my feeling is the people that love the Minecraft game like playing Minecraft and probably will not turn out for this movie. If only maybe for the merch. There's Minecraft popcorn buckets and gifts and toys in theaters that are playing this. Alan and I saw this last night at a theater in Vegas before
following the Disney presentation.
As we're going home. I'll tell you what I thought. This movie is directed by someone I know, Jared Hess, who directed Napoleon Dynamite, who did a movie called Nacho Libre with Jack Black. I like Jared Hess. And oddly, I was very surprised because the first maybe 20 minutes of this movie that's in like the real world actually is kind of heartwarming. You know, Jason Momoa plays a guy who's kind of a loser, actually, who he's Garrett Garrison, who won a video game championship, and he's sort of living off his past, but he's kind of a loser. We meet these two young kids, Natalie and Henry. Natalie's this young woman taking care of her younger brother, and Jennifer Coolidge is the principal at the school that Henry goes to, and it's kind of a human story, the beginning, and feels very Napoleon Dynamite. Danielle Brooks is Dawn. This I think she's a real estate agent that sells alpacas or whatever.
Yeah, she wants to run a petting zoo.
Well, alpacas are a big part of Napoleon Dynamite. The weak link in the movie, well, there's two things. Once the movie goes into the game world, I don't get the logic. It's terrible. So you have 20 minutes of kind of what feels like an old indie movie. And then Jack Black is insufferable in this film. I'm sure he was very funny on set and made people laugh when he came up with different line readings for what he could say. His way of acting in this movie takes you out of the movie. It's god awful. Worst movie of the year so far. Maybe worst movie of this decade. I mean, I give it I don't know. It just, so many aspects of it. There's a moment where Jack Black Jason Momoa is like, and Jack Black are kind of like hanging onto each other, sort of face to butt, and they have to like get really close, and it's not funny, but they milk it, and it's just weird. The stuff with the Uncanny Valley, like bad CGI effects, are weird. Jennifer Coolidge's character as the vice principal goes on a date with a Minecraft character.
The
villager that they keep cutting back to. He likes that he's the strong, silent type. What a god-awful film. I mean, first of all, also kudos to Jared Hess. Take the money, because I know indie film, you're not going to be huge. And Jared Hess has made much better movies, which are all of his other movies. But this, you know what? One for you and one for the studio.
Well, see, now he can make
got a good paycheck.
Films. He can make more indie films now.
Yeah, he can make more indie movies. Go make another indie movie. This is awful. I don't know if Minecraft fans will like it, but it looks like box office wise, this will eclipse Snow White opening weekend. Alan, what did you think of Minecraft? And I sat next to you, or we were next to each other in our recliners. I kept looking over like,
Yeah.
Like they did.
But the
that
thing is,
so-
you were legit laughing at moments.
at the beginning of the
And
movie
laughing out
because it was
out
so
loud.
dumb.
Okay.
It was so dumb.
Okay, so a couple things. One is Jack Black single-handedly destroys this movie.
Yes, that is true.
Like you said, insufferable, which was a word I gave you last night. It was, it's the my name is Steve, and I like mining. This is the over-the-top acting he brings to it, while everyone else is trying to act normal. Jason Momoa is probably the best thing in the movie. He is Napoleon Dynamite. And when you watch him in the real world and think about Napoleon Dynamite, and I believe he is doing a Napoleon Dynamite impression to here.
Precisely.
Okay. Unlike you, I have played hundreds of hours of Minecraft.
Okay.
So I have a daughter who got me into the game. She has played thousands of hours of Minecraft. So one thing important to say is the movie really doesn't explain Minecraft. So if you have never played Minecraft, you're going to struggle with this movie.
Right.
You didn't know what's going on.
Yes, I did not.
Yeah. The other thing is, there are two elements to Minecraft. There's the building, the creation, world building of Minecraft, and then there's the battle. At the end, you got to get to, is it a dragon or something at the end? Yeah, there's a dragon at the end that you want to kill. My daughter was a lot into the action-based elements of Minecraft, which is what this is trying to portray versus the creative one that I played. The thing is that I think one of the fundamental problems with the Minecraft movie is when you play the game of Minecraft, you are making your own movie. You are building a world, you are interacting with the environment, you are role playing and things like that. And now here comes a movie that says, now I'm going to tell a Minecraft story. I'm going to put on a big screen and it's going to look nothing like you remember from the game. I think there are characters, there are things that I don't remember seeing in the game. It may be because I haven't played in 5 years that they may have added these things, but I don't think they're there. It just becomes I think people who have never played the game are going to be lost because when you see game things happen, you don't know why it's happening. And the other thing is, if you are a fan of Minecraft, this is not the movie you imagine when you play Minecraft. But it's apparently, so far the box office seems to be okay. There's enough.
No, it's estimated like 70 million.
Yeah, 70 million, which is okay. It's got the characters you're familiar with, but they're not doing things you're familiar with. The best thing I could say about this is I got through it. I got through the beginning. And I will say that you say this is the worst movie. No, this is better
of this year.
No, okay. This is better than Snow White. I would watch this movie again over Snow White.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah. But
I just think it's terrible. I had no expectations, and it was below that. The only thing I really liked was Jason Momoa as this loser. He's like a Billy Mitchell.
Yeah.
No,
but he's into tots. The way he speaks is very much like Napoleon Dynamite.
Yeah, it's the elements that Jared Hess brought in from his indie film, background were good, but it's like the small part of the movie. And then every scene Jack Black is in, I want to it was just insufferable. Insufferable is the only way. It's like he's in a different movie, and everyone else, it was very like the brother sister, that was actually very sweet.
Mm-hmm.
But they're not. They were good. It's like they could be in an indie movie. Jared has brought something to this, but it is just bad beyond belief. So
I can also tell you that my daughter, who is a massive Minecraft fan, the moment she heard that Jack Black was cast as Steve, I mean, Steve is the iconic character of it, and to bring in Jack Black and that's our representation of Steve. I think that turned off a lot of people. I can tell you.
Well, here's the big question. Your daughter played thousands of hours of Minecraft, is a Minecraft fan. Does she want to see the movie?
No, she doesn't want to see the movie.
She does. Okay, she's
You don't
the
want to see the movie,
target demo.
I was offered to watch the movie earlier today. I refused.
Oh yeah,
I screamed.
Friends have invited her to see the movie, and she said no, she's not going to see it.
People have also been asking me what you think.
Okay, we're doing a screen.
Okay, we're doing a show. Yeah. We don't want to dox your daughter here.
I know.
You have a daughter who
look. I'll be upfront. She's the gauge. She's my gauge currently with the youth, but she does. Again, people point out she doesn't exactly represent all youth, but I think
she has
she's
you
pretty,
for a dad.
Pretty close.
She has you for a dad. All right. So, Alan, I give it a 2 out of 10.
I'll give it a 3 just because I got through it.